Hi, welcome to Division with Decimals. In this problem, we have a decimal in the dividend and a decimal in the divisor. So with division, if you see a decimal in the divisor, you have to get rid of it before you can work the problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the decimal to make the number 2 instead of 0.2. So we are going to take one hop to the right toward the division box, and so now 0.2 becomes 2. Well, whatever we did to the outside, we have to do the same thing to the inside. So we're going to take one hop to the right again. We're going to put a marker called a caret, and it shows that you've moved your decimal to a different location. Now I like to erase this part so that now you're just looking at 2. So will 2 go into 0? No. Will 2 go into 9? Yes. It will go in 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. I'm going to subtract. It leaves us with 1. We bring down the 4. Will 2 go into 14? Yes. 7 times. 7 times 2 is 14, with a remainder of 0. Let's make this one just a little bit more complicated. We have 15 divided by 0.05. The divisor has a decimal, so we have to get rid of it. We have to move it toward the division box until we have the number just plain old 5. So I'm going to take 2 hops to the right. Now I'm going to look at the dividend inside the division box. I don't see a decimal. Well, every number has a decimal, so I say it's invisible. When you don't see a decimal, it's on the right. So here it is. Now I took 2 hops with the divisor toward the right. Now with the dividend inside, I'm going to have to take 2 hops to the right. I'm going to extend my division box. I'm going to put a caret here that shows me that I'm moving the decimal to a new spot, which is right there. Going ahead and write it on top in the quotient. Now, this looks pretty weird. I have 2 empty spots. Aha! I bet you all know what to do. We're going to fill them in with zeros. Now, I like to come over and erase all of this over here so it's not so confusing. You're just looking at 5. Will 5 go into 1? No. So now we're going to look at 15. 5 goes into 15 3 times. 3 times 5 is 15. We're going to subtract. Leaves us with a 0. Now, these are just 0, but they actually are important. I have 2 spots up here above the zeros. I have to fill in with something. So I'm going to have to fill them in with zeros. So my answer is 300, or you could say 300.0. But I think 300 is better. Well, let's try one more problem. We have a decimal in the dividend and we have a decimal in the divisor. When you have a decimal here, you have to move it. So we're going to take 1 hop to get rid of it, and instead of it being 0.3, it's just going to be plain old 3. Now, when I hop with the divisor, I have to hop inside the division box with the dividend and do the same thing. So I have to move it 1 spot, and there it's going to go, right up in the quotient between the 0 and the 2. Now I like to erase all of this out here so it looks a little bit easier. Will 3 go into 0? No, so I can put a 0 there. Will 3 go into 0? No, I can put a 0 there. Will 3 go into 2? No. So now I'm looking at 27. How many times does 3 go into 27? And that would be 9. And 9 times 3 is 27. Subtract, and you have a remainder of 0. So your answer is, a little better if it looks like that, 0.09. And that's division with decimals in the divisor. Check out more of my videos online. Thanks for watching.